It was just a game that I thought was hard for us to establish a rhythm offensively. I told the team, like, I thought in the first half we were going too fast when we should have slowed down in our half-court execution, and then there were times in the change of possession we were going too slow and we needed to go faster, and we just didn't get a feel for that until I thought the third and fourth quarters, our offense started to come around. Defensively, they hung tight. I mean, it's what these guys do. Like, I'm proud of them. That's what I told them after the game. Like, no matter what's happening offensively, these guys battle. They continue to play hard on that end and are able to hold teams, down enough until our offense gets going. To have our 11th win in league play, it's not lost on me that we went 11-7 total a year ago. So to be 11-2 at this point in this league is a great accomplishment for them, and certainly we're not satisfied. We want to try and get more wins on that side of the ledger.
Yeah, Coach. You talked a little bit about the defense when you opened the game a little bit slow in offense. First quarter was 12-11. Would you say that's always the general procedure for sort of starting the game slow against teams you feel like you maybe should be winning by more in the first quarter against, or is there some offense?
Well, I'm not super concerned with the score all the time in the beginning of the game. I mean, I don't want to be down by 20, but I'm more concerned with how we're playing. Like, defensively, are we, paying attention to detail? Are we assignment correct? Are we understanding the scheme? Are we making them take tough shots? Sometimes they'll make tough shots, and so that's why you can't always go by the score. And then offensively, are we executing? Are we making the right attack reads? And so that's more what I'm looking for in the first quarter than the score. Obviously, the score's up everywhere. I'm paying attention to it. And that was the part that I felt like offensively we were a little off. Defensively, I thought we were decent. They got us a couple times, in that first quarter, throwing into their big. Help side was late the one time, and then they got us on the pass across. And so we made some adjustments to our scheme there. But I'm more looking at that just at the start of the game as you're feeling each other out. Are we where we're supposed to be?
Do you think it was just like the rhythm of the game that sort of made it hard to possess the ball and sort of half-court?
I think it was a number of things. We forced so many turnovers. We forced 20 in that first half, and I thought our transition decisions were poor. Like, I thought we should have converted. And so we're talking a lot, and we're working a lot on our conversion rate. Like, how many transition opportunities can we convert into points? And that should be at a higher level, I think, than it is for us right now. So that's what I thought there were some missed opportunities there. There were some points left out on the court there. And then the half-court execution, I thought we just weren't making the right reads on time. I thought they were there, that we just weren't seeing it. And so we'll continue to grow in that. I mean, that's this team's, I think, biggest area growth potential between now and postseason is to get our conversion rate higher in transition off of our turnovers, because we've proven we can turn people over. And then in half-court execution, can we execute and make the right reads? And so that's what we're just going to continue to work on with them and see if we can get just little micro growths through the rest of the conference play.
And you went 3 for 9 tonight from three-point. Were the shots just not falling, or were you just not?
Yeah, I didn't. I thought we got some good looks, but I thought they did a pretty good job of playing out to our players in the three, and we were able to kind of get it inside. I don't know how many. We have 50 points in the paint, and so you're gonna, if you keep going there, that's our goal, right? To attack that, and then if that's taken away, we will now look to kick to make the next pass. But we drove in there a lot, and it wasn't taken away. We were able to punch it to Delaney and punch it to Toby. Oluchi, I thought, was key in that third quarter just to give us energy with her attacks and getting to the paint. So as long as we can get that, we're not going to just stand out there and shoot threes if we can get to the paint and get layups.
Yeah. One more from me, at least. You've been using that press a lot these last couple games. I know you used it for most of the game against Miami too. Has that just been about the matchups you're seeing, or is that something you think?
Yeah, I mean, we feel like we can extend our pressure, and we feel like we can maybe speed the other team up. Stuff I was saying we were doing We think maybe sometimes we can do that to people, make them take some time before they cross the half court. So now they're running their offense. And then I think the pressure is not necessarily, so many people think pressure like, oh, get the turnover. Like you're pressing to get the turnover. We're actually not. And I keep saying that, and we're getting all these turnovers. I don't know how it's happening, but it's really not. And then you start to see the shot clock violations that we get. I believe a lot of that is the watering down of the shot clock in the 8 to 10 seconds, and then they get into their offense late, and now they're up against it. You see what I mean? So I think a lot of times we're able to make them use the whole shot clock, and the pressure, the extension of that allows us to do that.
You were kind of saying that it seemed like there was a strange number of offensive fouls tonight. Sort of, you drew like a couple charges in the first quarter. Did you think there was anything to that, or just?
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on out there with everything. It was a confusing game for me, so I can't explain it. But they did. That is something that we try to teach positionally. And I think we had 4 or 5 of them tonight. So I was proud of our team for standing in there and taking them. It takes some courage to do that, to stand in there and take a charge when someone's coming at you full speed. So, yeah, I was proud that they do that. That's another layer. We don't have the shot blocking that we've enjoyed the last couple of years. And so one of the things we've emphasized with our group is when you're in help side, instead of blocking the shot, if you're not of that shot blocking capability, set and take the charge. And so we have had a number of players take a charge this season, and that's another turnover. Like there's another example of forcing a turnover. You get 4 or 5 charges, that's 4 or 5 turnovers for them, and then it also adds to the opposing player's foul count, which is helpful too.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, thank y'all. Thank you, you too.